I'm representing the Church of Peace Cathedral in Tbilisi, Georgia, which is the oldest Baptist church in our part of the world. It was established in 1867, and this year we'll be celebrating its 150th anniversary. It was a sort of mother church for all the churches in the former Soviet Union, former Russian Empire. For it started in Georgia, Tbilisi, and spread all over the former Soviet Union. This is a church which is very, very keen on building bridges with various cultures, religions, traditions, to promote peace and reconciliation in the region. Georgia is a country on the border with the Muslim world, and it is very important for us to build relations of peace with the Muslim culture. And we are also very, very keen to help all those groups and people that have been sidelined, whether they are refugees from Russia, Chechnya, other parts of the world, and also internally displaced people in Georgia. The Peace Cathedral is the only church, not only in Georgia, but in the entire region, only church that supports the LGBT community. You can't find any churches in the former Soviet Union, former Eastern Bloc countries where Christians will be supportive of the LGBT community. Therefore, on the one hand, it makes our mission very important, but on the other hand, it is very challenging.
We are in Gori, in central part of Georgia. The church was established here some 30 years ago, and they have been very active in evangelism and preaching the good news. But after 2008 Georgian-Russian war, this particular church building was turned into a house for refugees, house for the people who were affected by the war. And immediately we started started collecting some funds and donations to start a soup kitchen for the people affected by the war. And later on, European organizations started to support us. But unfortunately, last December, they said that the fundraising was not very successful the previous year, so they cut off the budget. So what you see here, we could not stop the project, because these are the people who have nowhere to go. And without this soup kitchen, they would never have a warm meal and warm place to stay. If you come here early in the morning, they keep coming even before the kitchen staff comes, before they start cooking, because this is the place where they can come together, where somebody can talk to them and somebody can listen to them. And one story which really explains their situation is that when the head of the soup kitchen said to them that I'm sorry guys, our program is probably closing down and we cannot feed you anymore. One of the gentlemen who is receiving something like 25, 30 US dollars per month from the government. The next morning, he came with a bottle of oil and a couple of potatoes and a couple of onions in his plastic bag, saying that I know it's not enough, but maybe I can somehow contribute so that the soup kitchen is not closed down. So we are trying from somehow to keep this project going, and because this is not only the place where people come to eat, but also you have seen the bedrooms where people come and stay. Mother and the young girl who are living here, they stay here. It's already the 7th year they live here. So it's quite a multifunctional, turned to become a multifunctional center rather than just a soup kitchen.
We try to be the voice for the voiceless. We need to educate people in the spirit of peace, reconciliation, and acceptance, both lay and clergy. You go to the communities that used to be seen by your own community as being enemies, and you discover their fellow human beings, friends, and you build relations. You learn from them. You're sharing what you can share. So we are deeply rooted on the one hand in Orthodox tradition, but on the other hand, we are committed to the principles of radical European Reformation. These are two legacies we are holding together and dear in our tradition.
Hallelujah.